Actually, 17 is going to edge out Jason Hopper by 1. Tim Paulson and Tudor Magnum were behind him at 15 each. And Willie George at 13. Saxon looking like he set the mark to beat in both the run and the lift.
And Dan said it's something about an arena you perform the best in. And outdoor North Park might be that for Saxon Panchak. You know, this is the first rep coming in from that 400. Everybody's first or second rep looked a little sketchy. It's not like something you get to really test in the warm-up area, but after that, once you got his feet underneath him, this is when he started to pick up the pace again, because he was not first after the 400. But Dan, as you said, is that there's really not a lot to gain by pushing that 400, or just what to lose. But overhead, Saxon was so good. I love how he kept his hands on the barbell. Team was doing the same thing. Obviously, some strategy from Shane Orr giving him to his athletes. But at the very end, when there was 1 second left on the clock, his big deal was there to at least rack it and give himself at least one more opportunity for one more rep.
Well, this is Ricky's first appearance at the CrossFit Games since 2017. He's acquitted himself very well thus far with 3 finishes inside the top 10, including 100 points on event number 1. I spoke to his coach, Justin Collar, in the warm-up area, and he said Ricky is back to normal. Nerves got the best of him back in the semifinal because he's so stressed out to try to qualify for the CrossFit Games. Now that he's here, it's all gravy, but now that he finds himself in the leader's jersey, he wants to stay there. His strategy here for event number 2 is to try to win, get 100 points on the run portion and have damage control on the lift portion.
Shuttle overhead is presented by O2.
Florida meter run to start in that 2-minute time frame, and the time they have left, max shoulder to overhead at 300 pounds. It is that 1-minute break. Moving to that second section, Sean, 2 scores, 1 for the run and 1 for the lift. You gotta move fast, you gotta lift heavy, you have to have the best of both worlds. And a lot of athletes in this heat have an opportunity to be in the top of both of those.
20 minutes is second and final heat. Colton Mertens is a guy who can certainly move some weights. Look for him to do well on the shoulder to overhead portion. And then in lanes 11 through 20, a pair of guys who can really motor that school to Scoopniks and Lazar Jukic. Jeff Adler is someone that we'll be paying attention to when he gets to the barbell. But it's Guy Magnus, when you talk about a guy who might be tailor-made for this event, it's him.
Well, he won the sprint last year, and he won the lift last year, and he is one of the most powerful and strongest athletes in the field across the board.
Top 3 men in the overall standings will all be right next to each other. Wicked Gerard, Justin Medeiros, and Pat Bell.
Look at this opening 400, and again, as you said, the first team is trying to temper the intensity and not get wrapped up into the race too soon. There's a long way to go after this 1,400 meters years of sprinting after this 400.
And you know, it's funny you mentioned on the last heat and that first set, when these guys come back into the 400, they appear to be a little bit shaky sometimes when they're first rep. It's important to note when the athletes are coming out of the floor, there's a process of coming out of the floor. You have to be corralled first, you're called over, you have to be in these different places at certain times. So the last time they touched 300 pounds of overhead, may have been 15 minutes ago or longer. So that first rep is definitely a little shaky.
Ricky Guerrero is towards the front. No, also, I believe is right there to Velder. And Krennikov and Medeiros also towards the front.
I know Velder got cut on a sprint back in 2019, and I think he got that label that he's not a good sprinter, and it's actually not the case. Velder is really, really good on his feet. We're talking about speed overall.
Bottom of your screen is Austin Spencer. And he's hanging towards the front as well here. Ricky Guerrero is going to be the first man back to the barbell. Krennikov and Velder, and now Austin Spencer as well.
As Couplet said, is the plan really is to get Ricky a good 100 points potentially here on the shuttle run. Whatever he can do overhead, it is testing a priority for him.
They're punching on the right side of the barbell as well. Watchers, you can see on the right side of your screen. Going through his list, less than 15 seconds to go. Ron Apple, rear units right now, close to 3 reps. Jeff Adler's now through 4.
Top bill, Justin Medeiros, who's sitting in second place, has just an amazing overhead position, and that is a huge, huge advantage when you're talking about displaying strength under fatigue, that power position, the technique that he has overhead, with that flexibility is a massive advantage when it comes to this movement under fatigue.
You talk about technique too. I was actually watching Pat Velder when the bar was actually coming down. It bounced funny when he brought it down. He didn't bring it down at the perfect angle, so it was a little bit off. He had to spend some time shuffling and readjusting his bar when you only have 30 seconds and every rep's going to count. That can be a big thing in this event.
We move into the second portion of shuttle to overhead. Now the 3-minute window to run 600 meters and get the max jerks. It's Adler, Magnum, Gerard, and Medeiros, who are all tied with 6 shoulder to overhead. Krennikov and Spencer Panchik have 5 along with Sam Quan, and then the rest of the field right behind them by a rep or 2.
Tell you what, the 1 minute rest minute is the fastest minute of your life.
It's like doing those Tabata intervals of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and by about 4 intervals. It feels like 57 seconds off and no seconds.
The Melissa Beast now is out front. You see Bill Olsen and Will Moran making the turn. O2 is the official recovery drink and hydration mix of the Noble CrossFit Games. Visit drinko2.com/CrossFit for $25 site-wide on O2 recovery drinks and hydration mixes. Willis Movements is really throttling this 600-meter run.
And that just looks very intentional as far as this is where he thinks he's going to try to get the most time on the field. I'm not even sure if you're thinking about push jerks and what may be the repercussions there, or even the 800 after this.
Right, yeah. Finish within maybe a second or two of the top guys in that 400, and I'm really going to put a gap on him in the 600. It really looks like what his strategy is here.
He closely plans on getting faster. Thinks he will get faster every round.
Made up any time. He
slowing up just a little bit.
Be interested to see how much time he takes between this through the finish line. Get his hands on the barbell.
Two weeks back, to the barbell.